Hello, welcome in to my Endgame Strand Warlock build for Grandmaster Nightfalls. My name is Cammy. I do a lot of Grandmaster Nightfalls, and this is one of my favorite builds to do it with. This build is built around the Osteostriga and Necrotic Grip paired together. They have a great synergy because Osteostriga does poison damage. Damaging combatants poisons them, dealing increased damage over time. Defeating a poisoned combatant spreads the condition, and Osteostriga counts as a poisoned combatant when you kill him with that. For the subclass, my super is Needle Storm. This ultimate is a very high damage ultimate. If you can hit all your needles, sometimes they go crazy. You jump in the air and shoot a bunch of woven needles, and they make threadlings. It does super high damage. You can get it back really fast. Healing Rift for protection for the team, whatever jump you want to use. Arcane Needle needs a little bit of explanation. It unravels enemies, and an unraveled enemy will leave a tangle when defeated. It's also a damage over time, and when you do more damage to them, they'll shoot out little arcane needles or arcane needle type stuff off of them that'll seek out other enemies and do more damage to them too. Also, you can activate this 3 times in quick succession, which takes a little bit of getting used to. Shackle Grenade suspends enemies, which is incredibly powerful in Grandmaster Nightfalls. But on this build, it's special because you can consume your grenade and make it even more powerful with Mindspun Invocation. Shackle gets enhanced functionality when you consume it. You hold to consume it and activate Weaver's Trance. And when you have Weaver's Trance active, when you get a kill, it'll suspend all the things around it. So what I like to do is find the little red bar weak enemy and kill them when I have Weaver's Trance active, and it'll suspend all the big stuff around it. Then for the other aspect, Weaver's Call, you cast your Rift and 3 Threadlings pop out. This is basically useless in a Grandmaster because it doesn't do very much damage, so I'm excited for whatever new aspect Warlocks get. For fragments, we got Thread of Mind. Defeating suspended targets grants class ability energy. Get your class energy back. Thread of Generation, dealing damage generates grenade energy. You get your grenade energy back. Thread of Warding, picking up an Orb of Power grants Woven Mail. Woven Mail is a huge defensive buff, giving you 60% more damage resistance for about 10 seconds. And then Thread of Continuity, Suspend, Unravel, and Sever effects applied to targets have increased duration. The increase on Suspend is really the important part here. You can suspend people for so long with Thread of Continuity. It's honestly a little absurd how long they stay suspended. My priority for stats is always 100 resilience in Grandmasters, and then I prioritize discipline, then recovery, then strength. Then for mods, I got kinetic siphon and harmonic siphon and heavy ammo finder. The reason I have both kinetic and harmonic is because kinetic for Osteostriga kills and harmonic for my machine gun kills, and then heavy ammo finder to keep my machine gun filled up. Then on my gauntlets, got impact induction, cause damage with a melee attack, reduces your grenade cooldown. So I like to throw or consume my grenade first and then melee. Grants class ability energy when you cause damage with a melee attack, and then same thing with my class ability. So I like to do that last. So throw my grenade or consume it, cast my rift, then use my melee. And so these help me get my grenade and my class ability back, and then this helps me get my melee back, which just these all feed each other. With Font of Vigor, you gain bonus strength while you have any armor charge, and that's plus 30 to strength. Then on my chest for this particular GM, I ran arc resistance, void resistance, concussive dampener, all resistances on the chest. That's what's most important, just staying alive. And then leg armor, I got kinetic weapon surge and strand weapon surge. These do stack on top of the modifiers. I just did a video about that. If you want to check that out, I'll put it up in the corner right here. But the Strand Surge, 25% to outgoing strand damage, that does stack with the Leg Surge mod. So 10% more with the Leg Surge mod. And then same thing with Overcharge for Kinetic. This Overcharge on the Kinetic for my Osteostriga will stack. So this is 25% more damage on Osteostriga, and it will stack with my Leg Surge mod. Then Recuperation replenishes health each time you pick up an Orb of Power. And then for my bond, I got Bomber to get my grenade back as fast as possible. Proximity Ward, gain a powerful overshield while performing your finisher. I've died just too many times doing finishers in Grandmasters, so this is just to keep myself alive and be safe while finishing off an enemy. And then Time Dilation to keep my armor charge for a little bit longer. For weapons, obviously running Osteostriga. I'll go over how I have mine built. I am prioritizing range in this setup. Hammerforge rifling, accurized rounds, hand-laid stock. And this gives me 100 range, 67 stability, 48 reload speed. So in Grandmasters, you don't normally like to be super up close, especially machine guns typically play pretty up close, but with 100 range, I feel like I do a bit more damage while I'm still further away. That's why I'm prioritizing range mostly for just Grandmasters. Then in my energy slot, I really could run anything, but I run a scout rifle just to add extra unstoppable stunning, just in case that I don't have a grenade or don't have a way to do suspend on the unstoppable when it's there. This is just more steady, more reliable. So I have a shoot to loot explosive payload, which is my favorite perk combo on a scout rifle. And because it's a solar surge, this is doing 25% more damage than normal. Even though I don't have solar surge on my legs, it still does 25% more damage than it typically would. And then for my heavy, my first pass through this week's GM, I ran my Vorpal tracking module, Whir of the Bear. But this next run, I'm using my circular logic, which is hatchling, which does a little bit more damage. So since it's a Strand machine gun, it's overcharged with the Strand. And also my Strand weapon surge on my legs stacks on top of that, so this done a ton of damage and has a pretty quick reload with keep away. And I like how this weapon feels. Does a lot of boss damage and a ad clear, which is for this Grandmaster, ad clear is super important. There you have it. Thanks for watching. This has been my ultimate Warlock Strand build for Grandmaster content in Destiny 2. Right now I'm making the push for 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So I really would appreciate if you could subscribe to the channel and go check out some of my other videos. I hope they help you clear more Grandmasters. Peace.